When Thomas Redman said, where there is a data smoke, there is a business fire. And we could not disagree to that. So hello and welcome. This is Himanshi Kaushik, your host of the day. And I would like to welcome you all in today's webinar on Roadmap to a Future-Proof Career in Artificial Intelligence and Data Engineering. And I hope that you all are doing fine, safe and sound and happy at wherever you're taking this webinar from. So before we get a lot of information through our webinar today, we have our experts with us today. So I shall introduce you to our coordinator so that he can introduce you to our experts. We have Dr. Mohit Arora, sir, an associate professor, head of department, Intelligent Systems, lovely professional university here with us. He is a magnetic personality with over 30 plus research papers to his credit and has an experience of being an alumni coordinator as well. His expertise lies in C++ and CAC domain, and he has certified licenses from Microsoft of being innovative educator and technology specialist. Sir, I welcome you in here and requesting to please carry on from now.
Okay, thank you so much, Himanshi ma'am. So I hope I am audible loud and clear to all the lovely audience gathered here. So a very good morning to one and all. And I'm Dr. Mohit. I wholeheartedly welcomes you all in this awareness and interactive session to make you acquaint with our BTech CSC AI and Data Engineering program running in tie-up with Futurance Technologies. So we all are very much acquainted with the term AI, artificial intelligence. You know, it is rapidly transforming the way we live and work. It has the potential to be the biggest change in our lifetime and is poised with revolutionized technologies all around the globe. Data is the new fuel. So ChatGPT is the live example. I hope all the students are very well aware and they might be using ChatGPT in their day-to-day life and other activities as well. Now you can imagine it is a newly born AI baby and has disrupted the market like anything. Think about the future of AI. So I hope you have made the right kind of decision for being part of this session to be future ready. I would like to make a special mention here. AI will not replace you. Don't worry about it. But a person using AI will. So if you want to be future proof or future ready, I think you are making the right decision for your life. So I would just like to brief some benefits of this tie-up. Okay, like I'm in academia from last 14 years. So the major industry academia gap that the teachers or researchers are always facing, that how to collaborate with industry. So we came up with this special program in which we invite Futurance to be the part of LPU's special program, BTech CSC AI and Data Engineering. So through this program, you will not be enlightened by the university professors with their rich experience, but also you'll be getting a chance to work on real projects, the real live projects and global professors of practice from top universities all across the world. So I think with this, I would like to give the control to the Futurance team. Okay, so I would like to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Chirantan Lonkar, who is a data science trainer with Futurance Technology, Mr. Tamakn, and Mr. Ziad. So I hope, sir, you can now please start, okay, so that and enlighten the student how to become future ready in the field of AI. That's my part. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mohit Arora, for giving a brief about what our AIDE program is and how AI is disrupting the market. And let us quickly share a presentation that we have prepared for you guys. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, it's audible, sir.
And yeah, can you confirm that you can see my screen?
Um, yes, sir. We can see the screen. Yeah, it's visible, sir. It's visible. Very sorry, sir, but you're on mute, sir. You're not audible.
Okay. I think when I'm presenting, it's automatically going to mute.
Sir, I believe you're presenting whole screen. Kindly present a tab, like a specific tab, so that,
Okay.
yeah,
Now,
perfect. It's visible, sir.
and you can hear me also, right?
Yeah.
Okay, done. So thank you so much everyone for joining for this wonderful webinar in the morning. So to start off with, I am Tamang Kasibata and I am the product manager of Miles Futurance Group. So I'll be taking care of the entire university partnerships and university business, especially the Futurance collaborations with LPU. To start off with, the artificial intelligence and data engineering program in computer science and engineering, we are calling it as like revolutionizing BTech. So to start off with, what exactly Futurance is? Wait, I think I'm facing a trouble. Yes. Hmm. Is it visible?
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
The entire screen, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So to start off with what Futurance is, so we call Futurance as the godfather of talent. So what we exactly do is we hire bright talent from the market, be it laterals or freshers. We train them at a certain period of 4 to 6 months on data engineering tools, ML tools, and artificial intelligence, and then we deploy into our client locations. So to tell about our what our clientele is, so we have a wide set of clientele from different industries that includes Fortune 500 companies, big tech MNCs, and unicorns and emerging startups as well. So based on the requirement, based on the level of training, we map the students and we deploy them into our client locations. So what we call it as a zero cost upskilling program that you have never seen in India. So this is like a very unique model that we have come up with. In order to give you more about what Futurance and Futurance Academy actually does, I'll just briefly show you a video to get you clarity and also to excite you moving forward. Yes. You can see the video, right?
Yes, Lily.
So I think the best part of being a part of Futurance Academy is actually when we get to see the outcomes and the real impact that we make in the lives of our Futurance fellows.
The Futurance Academy is our sacred temple of learning, where literally all the magic happens. As you see these young boys and girls enter this sacred place, you can see in their eyes, their faces, the desire, the passion, the determination to do something bigger, better, and make something of their lives.
So these talented folks actually have huge potential. And it's really surprising to see what they can go and achieve out there. So we felt that they were really missing something, or maybe someone more like a godfather in their lives.
The moment these folks enter our facility, their evolution begins. We train them with an individualistic approach. Once they come in, we take a diagnostic assessment and a SWOT analysis for them, which reveals their strengths and weaknesses to us. We then tweak our training approach to best suit them. So one of the best moments that we have during any training is when we are working as a group and we are all stuck at a particular problem. Nobody is able to solve that. But then one of the guys goes Eureka and is able to come up with the solution. Now the entire group feels elated at that moment. And this is one of the best experiences ever.
So we all know how the EdTech works, right? In EdTech, they train the talent first and then deploy them. At Futurance, we work differently. What we do here is we go out to the business, get the requirements, then we brainstorm these requirements with our academic team to understand the must-haves, the non-negotiable skill sets. We design the entire curriculum and then we train this talent. Once they are trained, then is where we align the interviews and deploy these candidates. Once we get the requirement from the deployment team, we work backward. The academics team sit down in a room and we brainstorm and we modify our curriculum to make it more client specific and train our candidates accordingly. This also enables us to design a lot of project-centered simulation so that we can give a relevant hands-on industry experience to our candidate. After working closely with these engineers, what we have realized that being just technically sound is not enough. If we want a holistically developed talent, then skills pertaining to communication, pertaining to interpersonal skills, presentation need to be given equal importance as well. I remember it was the second week of our training when we had given a small activity to these people. They had to work on a presentation. But what came to me as a surprise was the person who was topping the leadership board was the one who actually did not perform well. When I saw him, he was very nervous the entire time. He was not able to articulate his sentences well, and his body language was very closed off. Post the session, I decided to have a small conversation with him in order to understand what the problem was. He told me that he had a stage fright. So after that, we decided that even if that person is performing technically well, we have to ensure that behaviorally the same support is given to that person. We started working on his stage fright so that his confidence is being built on and he is able to deliver better. Last week, when we had a conversation with our client, he told us feedback which was given to us that this same person is the one who is now getting promoted to a project manager and will be leading a team of professionals. And this is the type of I believe apart from training, what really makes us feel complete is the kind of bonds we get to see. So these guys are like a group of best friends living their college life. The kind of relationship that they are building here, not just with each other, but with us too, is really wholesome. So whether it's working on projects, participating in activities, or simply hanging out and having fun, this special connection has become an integral part of our culture.
The way we see it, these fellows are like diamonds. They came to us uncut, raw, and the hardships that they faced here, the pressures that they worked through here, made them valuable both for themselves and for us. Eventually, their success is what is our reward. They are like our family, the godfather of talents family.
So that's the video of Futurance Academy. So what actually Futurance does, I hope you got more clarity as to how everything works, like how each and every candidate is nurtured and trained and then deployed into our client location. And now I'm going to take you through another video to show you the life at Futurance and how we make fun apart from all the training and other serious stuff.
हाँ मैं गुमसुम इन राहों की तरह तेरे ख्वाबों में तेरी ख्वाहिशों में छुपा ना जाने क्यों है रोज का सिलसिला तू रूह की है दास्तां तेरे जुल्फों की ये नमी तेरी आंखों का ये नशा यहाँ खो भी जाऊं तो मैं क्या कसूर है मेरा क्यों ये अफसाने इन लम्हों में खो गए हम घायल थे इन लफ्जों में खो गए थे हम अनजाने अब दिल में तुम हो चुकी हम हैं शहर की परछाइयाँ तेरे सांसों की रात है तेरे होठों की है सुबह यहाँ खो भी जाऊं तो मैं क्या कसूर है मेरा क्या कसूर है मेरा
We are looking forward to seeing you and welcoming you as part of our family. See you soon.
So that's how the life at Futurance looks like. So moving on to what actually our goal is. So our goal is to empower students with the knowledge of emerging technologies and to make them future-ready professionals in tie-up with the Futurance Technology program with the LPU University. So in the AID program, we majorly focus on building both the technical skills and also the entrepreneurial spirit in each and every student that we build across all the 4 years. So at the end of the 4 years, our aim is to nurture you and build you up as a better professional with both the areas and both the skills to become a technopreneur. This is the word we call to you after the 4 years you complete along with us in the AID program. So now moving on to the key highlights or the USPs of the program. What we call is the liberalized learning in accordance with the national education policy. So when we call liberalized learning in our curriculum, in every semester, we have a blend of both core courses and liberal arts courses as well. When I call liberal arts courses, we have all the courses related to non-tech skills like entrepreneurship, product management, project management, and communication skills, market research, etc. in order to make you a better, entrepreneur or a technopreneur in the end. And we have 3 guaranteed internships all across, spread across all the 4 years, one after second year, one after third year, and one in the final year. And each and every student who is enrolled in the AID program is given a conditional letter of intent in which there are certain conditions, and if you clear all the conditions at the end and you are way ahead of all the batch, based on the conditions that we provide in the conditional letter of intent, then for sure you're guaranteed for the placements from Futurance into our client location. And as Dr. Mohit sir also mentioned, you will be mentored throughout from our global professors of practice and industry thought leaders. So the faculty that teach you in the AID program are not the normal faculty. So we are actually calling the people from the industry, the global leaders and professors and global professors from different universities across the world to teach you the entire curriculum. So this is what sets apart from other programs in engineering and anywhere you see. So now I hand over the presentation to Chirantan. Chirantan, you can take it from here.
Yeah, sure. I hope, all right. Okay, I hope I'm audible. Tamagna, am I audible?
Yes, Chirantan.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So firstly, guys, thank you so much for joining in for this webinar. Thank you so much. I'm seeing a couple of questions in the chat. Definitely, we'll be, answering all of them. Most of them are also regarding the confusion that you have between a CSE and an AI program. Okay. All right. Firstly, let's look at the market demand. Guys, I worked for more than 5 years as a data scientist in the industry. Okay. I was with ATOS, I was with Bajaj Finance, I was with Pyramid Capital, so on and so forth. And trust me, when I started off in the industry, it was like a, how do I say this? It was like an arrow in the dark. Okay, to be very frank. But the kind of market demand that we are seeing currently is growing exponentially. It's growing absolutely exponentially because the kind of roles that you have in the company are so dynamic. Okay, are so dynamic that you have to build your capability around those tools. Okay, just to give you a very very small example, my wife is a chartered accountant, and most of her job goes around working with Power BI. Okay, or Alteryx, because that now you can see that, hey, one is a chartered accountant. Why do even they need a tool like a Power BI or an Alteryx? Okay, which are analytical tools, which has nothing to do with finance, and that's the myth. That is the myth that we need to debunk. Okay, it's not so. Whether you are in any role today, okay, whether you're a product manager, whether you are a sales guy, whether you're a finance guy, whether you are an HR person, you got to have understanding of analytical tools. Okay. Now that's the understanding of analytical tools. Then there's an application of analytical tools and AI. And the application part is where we come in at Futurance. Okay. If you look at the market demand chart is right in front of you. Okay. It's right in front of you, as we call it, the horizontal bar chart. Okay. In analytics. If you look at the kind of growth that is expected. Okay. And let me tell you, this is 2023. Okay. Data engineering, obviously data engineering is one of the most sought after roles. Okay. One of the most sought after roles in the industry and one of the highest paying roles. Okay. There's a myth in the industry that, hey, are data scientist roles the highest paid? Let me give you a clear cut idea. No, it's the data engineering roles that are the highest paid in the industry. Okay. And followed by the data scientist, business analyst roles, so on and so forth. Whether it's DevOps, whether it's cloud, whether it's data engineering, guys, we train you on every part. Okay, it's like you go to your favorite restaurant and you have everything on the buffet. Okay, so Futurance is that buffet where you have everything. Okay, you get to be a data engineer, you get to be an analyst, you get to be a data scientist. You are trained on some of the best things on the industry. Okay, and those are all cutting edge. Okay, something that you read on LinkedIn, something that you read on Twitter. Every tool and technology that you can think of, we at Futurance train you, and the kind of faculty that we have to train you, it's amazing. Okay, they're all global standard faculties. Okay, something who have done in their life. Okay, it's not just some random guy who is going to come to train you. No, these are all the people who have proven their mettle in the industry, who have published papers, who have done some good amount of work. Okay, and once you're trained under them, as we call Futurance is a modern Gurukul. Gurukul mein kya hota tha? You were trained under a great guru, right? And that great guru used to impart his knowledge to the student, to the disciple, and the student, and so on and so forth. The culture used to continue. Okay, and that is what we do at Futurance. Could we move on to the next slide, Tamagna? Sure. Let's now, guys. we're talking about the median salary. Okay. If you can remember in school level statistics, we learned about mean, median, mode. Okay. If you can remember what's the median, median is the centermost part of any distribution as such. Okay. And if you look at the median salaries with respect to years of experience, you can see there's an upward trend. Okay. Uh, it's not just, and the upward trend is not just, how do I say this? It's not moving slow and linear. It's moving fast and exponential. There's a difference. It's not moving slow and linear. It's moving fast and exponential. And that is where futurance also comes in. Guys, let me give you a very clear cut and a very honest picture. It's hard to get out a job right there, okay, when it comes to AI and data science, because there is a cutthroat competition. Okay. Only the best of the best, only the cream of the cream will get the job. It's a very skill-based job. Okay. It's not about which college you went to, which university you went to, or what's the kind of, or the quality education, or what is it. It's about how well trained you are. Okay. Who has trained you? On what tools and technologies are you trained? Do you have that kind of capability that you can go out in the industry and build things right from scratch, ideate things right from scratch, deliver it before the time? Okay. Can you do that? Can you give all of that? Definitely you can. When it comes to futures, definitely you can. And when you are trained at that kind of level, okay, you're bound to get that kind of job. You're bound to get that kind of good salary. Okay. Let's look at the cities. Okay. It's Chennai, Hyderabad, Pune, Mumbai, Bengaluru, so on and so forth. These are all the metros. Okay. And most of the AI tech companies are based in most of these cities. Okay. These are metro cities. And trust me, the kind of money that you get in this field is really good. Okay. Because currently in the tech world, okay, in the tech community, data science or AI roles are the most sought after roles because they're the most skilled roles. Okay. Also, there's a myth that, hey, am I a math graduate? Do I need to be a math graduate? Do I need to be an engineering graduate? No, you don't. Okay, no, you don't. Just to give you a very clear example, in my last job, the chief data scientist of my company, she was actually a law graduate. Okay, and she actually had a law background. Okay, which has nothing to do, because the thing is, she was so skilled at her job. She went on to become a chief data scientist, and that too for a 7,000 crore corporation. That's a huge deal, right? So yeah, if you're talking about salaries, if you're talking about number of years of experience, it's really good. Okay. If you consider the fresher experience, that is 0 to 3 years of experience in data science, the salary that you get for 0 to 3 years of experience, and the salary that you get for 0 to 3 years of experience in, let's say, Android development, it's, you can see there's a wide gap. Okay, there's really a wide gap. A 0 to 3 years of experience of a data science can expect as long as a 2x or 2.5x higher salary as compared to a normal developer. Okay, so can we move to the next slide, please? All right. Best part, internships, guys. You don't have internships. Trust me. Just go to a link, just go to some LinkedIn page, okay, and just look at, is there an opening for a data science intern or an ML intern? And just look at the number of applicants. Okay, just look at the number of applicants. You can see it was the posting was, the internship posting just came like, let's say, 2 hours back, and the number of applicants is shot to 900. Just imagine the kind of competition that is out there to just gain that particular internship, that particular experience. So much struggle. We at Futurance are giving you 3 internship, and none of them is free. They are all stipend based. And these are the kind of internships that are really, I mean, how do I put this through? They are really global standards. It's not, because we at Futurance, we really believe that whatever we do has to be global, okay, or has to be at the global standard. Okay, it's not just some nonsense internship, some really good, fresh, good data set from Kaggle that you'll get. No. We're not going to do that. We're going to make sure that you are polished like a diamond. You get the real flavor of the industry, how things work in the industry, how cutthroat are they, and what actually goes in making a skilled analytics professional. Okay, that is the kind of flavor that you get. And guys, trust me, 3 stipend-based internships it's a really good deal. Okay, if you go out there in the industry, and if you go via Naukri, via LinkedIn, the struggle for getting even a one single internship is so huge. And yahan pe you're getting 3 stipend-based internships. It's awesome. It's like a dream of any analytics aspirant, right? And all of these projects are different. They're all hitting on different domains. One is artificial intelligence, one is machine learning, one is data engineering, one will be in a fintech background, one will be in the manufacturing background, one will be, let's say, in logistics or supply chain background. So you're getting a different flavor. You're getting an idea ki, haan, yaar, if this kind of problem comes in, what kind of statistical test should I apply? How do you build a program? Okay. How do you, once I have created my machine learning model, how do I implement that on Docker? How do I deploy that on, let's say, Azure cloud? Okay. For example, today I have 5 clients. How do I, and tomorrow, let's say a year down the line, I have 5,000 clients. How do I scale that machine learning model? This is where we come in. This is where we train you really good at Futurance. Okay. Can we move on to the next slide, please? Yeah, internship focus. If you look at the kind of internships, that the placement of internships that is there, it's right after the 3rd semester. Then the second one comes after the 5th, and the 3rd one comes after the 7th semester. And I think 7th semester happens to be the last year. Yeah. And if you look at the first internships, there will be testing all your data engineering competencies. Okay. Whether it's working with big data, whether it's working with the Hive, Scala, Pig, Hadoop, Airflow, you name it. These are all good quality data engineering practices that we train you on. Second, we come up with the ML engineering competencies, okay, where we'll be training you on different algorithms, whether it's supervised learning, unsupervised learning, whether it's the trees, the linear regressions, the ensembles, the SVMs of the world, okay. And we'll tell you, for example, hey, if I want to, let's say, build a model. Let's say I want to build a loan default prediction model. Let's say you're doing an internship with a bank, okay? And bank wants to know, for example, if this particular customer is a high risk customer, low risk customer, or medium risk customer. How do I do that? Okay, how do I actually understand that, for example, if tomorrow some profile comes in, how do I actually get to know that if that particular person should be disbursed loan or not? That's a binary problem. That's a classification problem. How do I kind of model my case around that? That's where your ML engineering competencies come in. Once you have trained the model, how do you deploy that? How do you scale that? For example, today I have 1,000 customers. Tomorrow I have 1 million customers. How do I scale that? How do I tackle that? That's where good things come in. That's where you are trained so critically well by our faculties. You will notice why Futurance, why we call us as the godfather of talent. And the third is full competencies of D and AI job roles. That's where we club everything. Whatever you have done, we'll club everything, and that's a very heavy internship. Okay, the 3rd internship happens to be heavy internship because this is the kind of, this gives you a very real flavor, okay, of the industry. Can we move on to the next slide, please? Yeah, the tech stacks and tools and technologies, guys, trust me, we are covering a whole smorgasbord of all the tools and technologies that are out there. Okay, trust me, just to give you the first example I just gave you, okay, the loan default prediction, or the loan, let's say the loan eligibility. We're not looking at the default, we're looking at the loan eligibility prediction project, and we got to implement that on Google Cloud Platform. Just to give you an example, my first ever data science project that I built as a data scientist, we built it for Government of California, and we did it for the Google Cloud Platform. Trust me, Google Cloud Platform is one of the most beautiful things that you'll ever work with. Again, these are the kind of experiences that you will get. There's no need to do any heavy certification. Okay. For example, something like GCP, there's a heavy certification for like what, $1,000. Why do you need to give those $1,000 when you can learn, or rather you can learn it on the job at Futurance? You get to learn it directly. Okay. I, in my life, have never wasted or rather, put in those $1,000. I've learned everything on the job. Okay. Whether it's, just have a look at the stack we're talking about. We're talking about Python, PySpark, AWS, different parts of AWS, whether it's EC2, NiFi, S3s, Bucket, CloudWatch, VPC, Elasticsearch log stack, which is the ELK stack, okay, which comes under the ops part, the ML operations part, okay, or whether it's working with SQL, that is relational databases, non-relational databases, that is what we call as NoSQL databases, Cassandras and stuff, or whether it's Mongo databases. We are working on Azure. Azure is a very complex product to work on, but when you start working, when we actually train you on how to work with Azure, things just seem simple. Okay, how do you actually go on to write SQL on Azure? Guys, writing SQL on a normal editor is different as compared to writing SQL on an Azure. That is something called as transact SQL. But how to write transact SQL? We teach you that at Future. It's not just teach, you get to do that hands-on on a real-world project. Okay, so the kind of tools and tech stack we have is just amazing and at par with the industry. Okay, so whenever you're deployed in the industry, you won't feel that gap that, hey, I was not trained on this particular thing. I was not trained on this particular tool. You know the in and out of that particular tool. So it becomes easy. Okay. And when you get, when that becomes easy, the compounding effect is really good because you're already a very skilled analytics professional. Can we move on to the next slide? Yeah. As I said, these are all the key skills. Okay. If you look at the skills, you guys are going to master all these skills. Okay. You are, I won't think I'm going ahead in saying this, that these all skills will be on your fingertips. You will be having core knowledge, whether it's a visualization thing, whether it's a neural network, how does a neural network work? What's a GPT architecture for that matter? What are MongoDBs? How do you connect, or rather, how do you write codes in MongoDBs using Python? What is CV? What is image processing? Now, these are all big shot, hot shot words, right? Image processing, computer vision, but what exactly happens in the backend? Okay. How does this work? How does this work in the industry? Okay. That is where we come in. That is where we train you, and we train you real good. Okay. We train you real good. Trust me. Next slide, please. Tamakna, would you like to take it from here, or should I? Sure.
Yes,
Thanks. Thank you.
So coming to the learning outcomes. So what Chirantan has mentioned all this time about the tech stack, the tools and technologies, and the type of mentorship that you will be receiving in the IDE program, it's quite amazing. So you will be getting to build the skills, practical and in a pragmatic approach by considering Industry 4.0 and Web 3.0 emerging tech and tools. You will be able to apply the data engineering technologies, the techniques and the methodologies to build different scalable and sustainable systems moving forward based on the skill set that you develop with us. And all of this together, as I've mentioned earlier in the goal, the entire end outcome is to build you a better data engineering person with the entrepreneurial mindset, a technopreneur. So this is the end learning outcome that we focus in each and every student at the end of our 4 years of BTech with us in the AIDE program. So now moving on to the conditional letter of intent, as I've mentioned earlier, each and every students, once they have enrolled into our program, in the semester one, at the very beginning itself, we ensure that you are getting the conditional letter of intent from us with different conditions you mentioned in the same. The examples can be of your attendance, of your CGPA, and of your overall, conduct and remark at the end of our 4 years of BTech. And after that, if you satisfy each and every condition that we have mentioned in the letter, you are for sure guaranteed into our client location, and you will be getting placements for sure. So that will take care of that once you guarantee all the conditions that we provided to you on the letter. So now moving on to why Futurance. So Futurance, we can successfully tell we have deployed around 18 plus cohorts till now. We are currently in the 22nd cohort. When I say 18 plus, it's a mix of both freshers and laterals cohort as well. When I say laterals, it's a minimum of 2 years of experience candidates that we train and deploy into our client locations. And again, summarizing everything, we have 3 stipend-based internships. And throughout our 4 years, what we call it as earn while you learn. So while earning stipends from us, you will be learning the real world technologies as well. This is what we call as earn while you learn. And you will be obviously mentored by our global professors of practice across the world and big industry leaders. We call it as an industry thought leaders. All of them will be teaching you the curriculum throughout the 4 years of your BTech. And you will be job ready professionals with Futurance program in AIDE, and you will be working on real time projects, as Chirantan also mentioned, during your internships with emerging tech and tools and the tech stack, and you will be become future ready with futurance. And now coming to the program architects, the semester structure and the curriculum of your 4 years of BTech is entirely developed by the industry thought leaders and global professors of practice. We can proudly announce that these are the people who are majorly involved in building the entire curriculum. So it's not like the old curriculum that we follow in every computer science engineering program. So it's entirely vetted, designed, and suggested, and revised every year based on the industry demand and tech and tools, whatever we are getting in the market. For example, ChatGPT is also integrated in your curriculum. So you'll be going through all the ChatGPT, courses as well. And we have every month we'll be having different industries leaders webinars as well throughout your program. So we'll be ensuring that you are completely updated with whatever is going on in the market and whatever industry is demanding you. So this is our stronghold to show. This is our Bangalore office, our head office, which is now 34,000 square feet. And we have our newly built office in Delhi as well with the state-of-art training facility. So we have around 20 offices across the globe, and Mumbai and Delhi are the major, Bangalore and Delhi are the major offices where a lot of training happens. So this is to show you, the architecture where you will be trained during your internships, the Bangalore and the Delhi office. So that's it, pretty much sums about our presentation today during the webinar. And we are open now to take some questions. So guys, you have any questions, you can drop in the chat below.
Well, I think most of the questions has been answered in the QA section. But what I've seen from my side, that the students, they are saying, they are differentiating this AI and CSE separately. Please understand that it is an additional feather on your cap, a cherry on the cake. So don't worry, you all, whosoever is going to be, participating for this program or taking admission for this program, BTech, CSE, AI and data engineering, they are equally eligible for all other job profiles as well. So that's not a problem. Okay. And it is an additional feather on the cap. So you'll be having an added advantage when I compare it with the general BTech CSE degree.
Sir, there are other questions as well. Shaheen.
Shaheen is asking what will happen to us if we can't become perfect in data engineering. As you said, perfect ones got selected. As I already answered, this question in my previous part, that please, whatever you're learning, it is already providing you an edge. So don't worry about that. Okay. So if you're getting inputs from multiple streams, from university professors, from industrial experts, global professors of practice, timely follow-ups, and I don't think so you'll not be in this bracket of perfect category. Okay, so be positive and have a faith on yourself. I think you'll be able to do good, Shaheen. Okay. Mr. Sahil Ansari is saying what will be the process for admission. I think Himanshi ma'am, we can contact with Sahil will brief you, okay, about how you can take admission for this program. Okay. Okay, we'll also provide you some links if you want, like some of you maybe having this summer term break or maybe summer's break. And I think Himanshi ma'am, we can provide them some list of MOOCs or uh, some some certification exams, like students can prepare in that time slot.
Definitely, sir.
Yes.
I would be asking the team for that.
So this course is going in parallel with our CSC. Yes, CSC. Please don't detach this AI data engineering from CSC. Okay, so it is a part of it. Okay, so you will be a CSC engineer, but please understand the industry has changed. Now you will not be known as BTech computer science engineer. People are, tagged with these terms: data scientist, full stack web developers, data engineers, cyber security experts, machine learning engineers. So that is why we have specially crafted this program for you people. Okay. And don't worry if some of the students who are at level 0 or at a beginner levels in their school also, don't worry. It is, at some point of your time in your life, you have to start. Okay. I have seen students in my personal life, they were not at all acquainted with computers even. During their school time, they were not even aware of the C of computer. But when they pass out, they were much more, they got much more higher packages than the people who are very well acquainted in the beginning. So it's all about your determination as well, how you take up the lead and how you speed up the pace. Okay, I think
there are some questions related to transfer of program.
that will be taken care. I think Himanshi ma'am, please take care of all the general admission questions. Okay,
yeah, sir.
So, general admissions. Okay, program related questions we'll answer. Yeah, that will also be taken care of. AI, ML, and AI to data engineering with futures. Can we do this course separately without getting in LPU? No, it is in please understand, primarily you have to take admission in LPU. Okay, and then as an additional advantage, it will be offered as a program. Okay, so you can't do this course separately without getting admission to LPU. Okay, I hope I am right, Himanshi.
Yes.
Yes, sir, you're right, sir, completely.
Okay, then should we wait for? Can we get your emails to reach out to you in future? So, okay, we'll try to contact you. Okay, Japjot Singh, don't worry. That's it. I don't think so. Is there any question? Okay, Savinya Singh, your email has been recorded. Okay, so we'll contact you if you want.
Sir, there's this question of is there any separate exam for the admission from Sahil Ansari?
No, that you all know about, we have a department of entrance test. So you need to appear for LPU NEST exam. Okay. So your eligibility and verification, our admission counselors will contact you and will check all the your 10+2 certificates, and accordingly you will get admitted to this program. Okay. LPU NEST is our exam. Okay, that you need to appear for. So I think we can now close the meeting as of now, and I will interact more number of times if time and God allows. Okay, and I would like to personally thank all the representatives and stakeholders of Future Technologies. So I hope I was also, personally intrigued by the video that Mr. Tamag has shown in the beginning. I was also watching the video for the first time. So, we all are doing degrees, and we are all expecting a great future for us, like the future of AI is having. But when that future mapped with the perfect, work culture, ethics and all that stuff, then that's a killer package. So with the learning, you're getting a very beautiful work environment as well. You all have witnessed. And so I would like to congratulate all of you. Okay, and just a minute. So I would like to congratulate all of you. And in case you need any help or assistance, you can contact Division of Admissions, and you'll be most welcome to answer all the queries and questions arised after this presentation as well. Okay. Anything else, Himanshi ma'am? You can let us know.
No, sir. Thank you so much for joining in. And sir, thank you so much, Futurance team as well, for giving this valuable information to our participants. So, sir, with this, I take permission from all the attendees, of course, and from all the panelists to wrap the webinar up. Sir, can we?
Yes, I think.
Okay, then thank you so much to all the attendees. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and meanwhile, enjoy and start participating in the test related to AI and engineering. And thank you so much for joining in, and meet you soon in the next webinar.